Bulabinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tavua. We love Today FM in Tavua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Fiji qualifies for Cup quarters in Vancouver Sevens. Health Ministry launches investigation into Nandi Hospital. And childhood cancer claims 15 lives under 12.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
The Fiji Airways men's sevens side will face Argentina in the Cup quarterfinal of the Vancouver Sevens tournament tomorrow morning. Vashnil Prasad reports other quarterfinal matches are shaping up to be an exciting one.
It will be 4 nail-biting Cup quarterfinals in the Vancouver Sevens tomorrow. Fiji, who didn't have the services of captain Jerry Tuai in the 24-21 win over Kenya, faces Las Vegas runner-up Argentina in the second quarterfinal. It's unclear why Tuai missed the game. However, hopes are high he will feature in the quarterfinal.
You know, Jerry Tuai in this one. Hopefully we'll see him back tomorrow. Hopefully whatever injury he's carrying isn't too bad.
Yeah, I think he's gone to the hospital just for some precautionary scans on the ankle, but he may be come back, that's for sure, Shawnee.
Meanwhile, New Zealand topped its pool after an impressive 33-14 win over South Africa in the last pool match. They face USA in the quarters.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly the plan to go down 14-0 at the start of the game, and Scotland are a good team, so to fight back and win that one was really pleasing, and to cap it off with another 2 good wins, hopefully we can take that into tomorrow.
Despite suffering a heavy defeat, the South Africans hope to bounce back tomorrow.
Went through the Cup quarterfinal, so not really happy of all of the performance, but that's the box tick for that. We need to improve around the ruck area, and then also we need to dominate in contact areas.
Sydney Sevens champion Australia finished day one of the competition on a high note, beating Las Vegas winners USA 31-21.
Every team's capable, and this game, you know, it's such an amazing game. If you're slightly off, you're going to get hurt. And yeah, we hurt ourselves there today. Good, well done to Canada. They stuck in the game there. Really competitive pool.
Fiji takes on Argentina at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow. Vashnil Prasad, FBC News.
An investigation is underway by the Health Ministry following claims by a family that an injection administered to their daughter at the Nandi Hospital last year has left her bedridden. FBC News visited the Chand family of Mulamula Nandi and questioned the Health Ministry after the family claims there was no contact from the ministry since the incident. Felipe Naikaso has more.
13-year-old Surya Chand has been bedridden for 5 months now, following what the family claimed was due to an injection administered to her at the Nandi Hospital. This has left the Chand family looking for answers.
I'm believing that the injection came, my daughter finished. She can't talk, even she can't put the, she's leg is numb. She can't feel anything when she was, and leg is moving, but she can't control his body. If you're gonna stand, she will gonna fall down.
The family says they've been going in and out of hospital to query and finances to the cause of the incident, however have been unsuccessful. The Chand family claims the medical staff wasn't able to identify what was wrong with their daughter.
When we took it again in Nandi Hospital, they told me there might be dengue there. Then we took it again for the blood test. They said no dengue there. They said rheumatic heart fever. First they admit over there, rheumatic heart fever. After that, they said leptospirosis. After that, they said lupus. After that, they said kidney, something wrong in the kidney. And keep on going like that. I need any help, anybody can help me. Please, my daughter is very smart. I don't know what happened to my daughter. She can't talk. She's a very bright student. I don't know what happened to my daughter.
FBC News highlighted the issue with the health minister and confirmed they're in contact with the family.
The Permanent Secretary has actually ordered an investigation into what exactly happened to actually verify the claims of the family. So as soon as that is completed, we will be able to release information.
Rosie Akbar says the case has been treated a priority, adding they hope to get answers for the family soon. Philip and Ikaso, FBC News.
A total of 15 children under the age of 12 lost their battle to cancer last year. According to WOW's Kids Fiji, the youngest victim was a 3-year-old girl, while the oldest was an 11-year-old boy. Pranita Prakash reports.
WOW's Kids Fiji says early detection can help protect your child from cancer.
Faster we get them into the hospital, the faster it is they can be treated. Because cancer can be cured, but the key there is early detection. And it's not for child cancer, it's all the other cancers. Early detection is our best bet here in Fiji.
The organization provides assistance to children with cancer and their families, such as transportation, medication and overseas treatment.
With the money that we collect, we support approximately 70 children in 1 year, and that costs us $210,000. And that excludes our administration costs. Oftentimes, we bear the administration costs ourselves. Our board members volunteer, whatever they can, they put in, and we do it ourselves. But that's the numbers that we look at, and that's how difficult it gets to us to support these kids. We'd like to increase that number. Any kid that works in our door, we support them however we can, with whatever we can.
As WOW's Kids Fiji marks its 10th anniversary this year, members have vowed to continue their support. The organization will soon begin its charity events to raise funds to assist children with cancer and help support their families. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Prime Minister Bainimarama is currently in India for the Solar Alliance Summit. Bainimarama will be part of the heads of 23 nations and 10 ministerial representatives meeting, which is aimed at promoting solar energy. The Solar Alliance Summit was an initiative launched by India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Climate Change Conference in Paris last year. Bainimarama arrived in New Delhi yesterday, and also part of the delegation was Permanent Secretary of the Office of the Prime Minister Yogesh Karan. The meeting will start tomorrow. Well, still to come, Nawai Level bauxite mine ceases operation. And over $4 million invested into Pacific Cement Limited. Stay with us.
Bula, kera mai singatoka, kera ndo talita kana varorong na Radio Fiji 1 and domoy viti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Kombinasyon mo tikola ndo talita kana Radio Fiji 1 kina domoy viti.
Kaya kuyaga sila talit, naguraramay na omani, nandunga. Gitu talita gini ang gitu Venezuela, nagudurong varorong na Radio Fiji 1 nandomoy viti.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nandomoy viti na bonga ni BNN.
The Nawai Level bauxite mine in Boa has ceased operations and is undergoing progressive rehabilitation program on the site. This has been confirmed by Minister for Mineral Resources Fayaz Koya, adding this is one of the conditions listed in the mining lease prior to the closure of the mine. Ali Kimbia reports.
As part of the conditions listed in the mining lease prior to a mine closure, the mining site is to undergo progressive rehabilitation with a reforestation program of 160,000 pine seedlings.
160,000 pine seedlings, which will belong to them, Madam Speaker, to them, not to us. This program, Madam Speaker, is an ongoing program until the site is fully rehabilitated. After the rehabilitation, Madam Speaker, the site is to be handed back to the landowning units of Nawai Level, Boa, for, Madam Speaker, for the benefit of the landowners, Madam Speaker.
Minister responsible Fayaz Koya says the mining company Zinfa Aurum Exploration is exploring other species to plant in the area to benefit the resource owners.
It's a measure which was put in place by the ministry to ensure that the land is returned with added value to the of benefit to the landowners, Madam Speaker.
Bauxite ore is mined from 408 hectares of prospective zones in Nawailevu and Nembulu in Maduata, earning the government $1.4 million in revenue on royalty. $1.7 million revenue were paid to the land-owning units in these two areas, while $781,800,000 was paid to the government. The two sites have produced more than 1 million tons of bauxite ore since its commencement in 2011. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Over $4 million has been invested by the Fijian Holdings Limited into subsidiary company Pacific Cement Limited, which suffered a major breakdown last year. The 9-week closure of the company last year affected cement production in the country. Pranita Prakash reports the Pacific Cement Limited recorded a 35% decrease in their production due to the closure.
Fijian Holdings Limited Chief Executive Nazar Farid anticipates 2018 will be a positive financial year.
Cement price can't change because it's a controlled price. I'm sure that as a result of our investment in new machinery, our efficiency has gone up. Prior to the machine breakdown, we normally do around 18, 19, 20 tons per hour. But whereas after this investment, after bringing new parts, now we can do around 27, 28 tons per hour.
Farid says cement export has started to pick up again following upgrades and additional maintenance work conducted at the mill.
So it's a very win-win deal for us, and we got plenty cement now. Our silos are full, our warehouses are full. We are continuing to sell every day, and exports too is picking up. So we are very positive, we are very happy what we have done.
The Pacific Cement Limited says it's also looking at ways to ensure cement production will not be affected again in the future. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
The Fiji Labour Party says it is currently in a state of rebuilding and revival. The party, which held a closed National Council meeting yesterday, looked at issues within the party and also other issues faced by Fijians. Party leader Mahendra Chaudhry says the party will continue to highlight national issues and recommend solutions.
We're looking well ahead. Yes, we may have been down in these few years, but we are on the way up. And these are the bigger issues which we want to draw to the attention of the people. And they are very important, mind you.
Most important to note is not just having simply having glossy manifestos which show or read a lot of good things. What's important is policies which are workable, policies which will be achieved and which will impact on the lives of ordinary Fiji citizens.
They came to Fiji for holidays 7 years ago, but never in their wildest dream did they think this vacation will be the beginning of a new journey. Well, this is the story of Raja and Susanna Ramji, who came to Fiji in 2011 and invested in a spa business at Maui Bay at the Coral Coast. Ali Kimbia with their story.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Raja and Susanna Ramji fell in love with our natural beauty while visiting Fiji in 2011. What unfolded after their 10-day visit is just history to behold.
And then in 2011, we came for vacation to Fiji, just for 10 days. We loved the place. So 3 months later, we bought a piece of property right up there, Lot 61. We built a house, and then in 2014, my wife said, we should get the next land too, because somebody might build a house that will interrupt our view. So we bought a second. Each of them is a freehold acres.
The dream to invest in Fiji became a reality when the Ramjis bought a property in the Coral Coast 2 years ago, seeing the birth of Moxa Spa and a gazebo cave.
2016, she said, this land is there, it's all frontage. It's a nice place to start a spa, because there is no such thing here of a complex nature like we have. And so we bought this in 2016, and it was all trees and jungle and cows and cow paddies. We started around 15th of January to cut the ground, and by 15th of January 2018, exactly 12 months later, we got into operation.
With more than $1,000 earned from the business every week, Raja says His main motive in the initial setup of their long-term investment was to empower his wife excel in the tourism industry.
My wife was particular, and I was too, that we want to do something that brings healthy living, good grooming and all that to the community. Our focus is the local Fijian community here. Of course, we'll cater to tourists and wedding destination weddings and so on. They're very welcome.
With a state-of-the-art facility, the spa has also improved the quality of life among neighboring communities by employing 15 locals.
All through last year, we employed 15 people, 15 local people. And as the business builds up, we hope in the next 2 or 3 years, we'll end up employing between 20 and 25 people. But right now, we have 15.
Susanna Ramji says this is just the beginning. Delivering the best and quality facilities for its customers, the Moxa Spa encourages interest in wellness, nutrition and personal grooming to help improve the quality of life. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Ahead in sports, Fiji remains unbeaten in Vancouver Sevens. And Natambua are ready to defend boys' title in Coke Games. This and more coming up.
Di moala radada ranavika o tikongona taunu singatoka ando talisaka na vakaronga na Bull FM number 2 na sere.
Ya dora subuni kurna bili. Iborani batukara hambara binaranga. Do talitakina na vakaronga na Bull FM number 2 na sere. Bula.
Bull FM number 2 na sere.
Fiji Sevens side defeated Kenya 24 points to 21 in its last pool match to remain unbeaten after day 1 of the Vancouver tournament. Kalione Nasoko, Eronisau, Amenoni Nasilasila and Mesulame Kunavula scored the tries.
Fiji, it is Fakurin and Billy. One-handed ball out the back and he finds Kalione Nasoko. The Kenya chant rings out around the ground and Sao comes in, makes the shot. Here they come, Fiji, in and away. Sao made the hit and scores the try. Not rolling away the call. On come Fiji. Nasila. Kunavula looking for help. Kunavula now switches back to Kunavula. It's perfection.
Fiji also proved too strong for France in their second game. The side defeated France 38 points to 7.
Now the running lines in the angle. And Nanduva races away. Fijian flair in the opening 2 minutes. Tuai feeds it. Tuai spots the gap. Has he got the pace over the halfway? The French come out and Tuai on the angle. Good chase coming from Populin. And now the offload. Vakuranambuli. Tuai to the line. Tuai through the gap. Sweeper comes across. Jerry takes him on. Throws out the big fin. Oh! Sublime. Will look to dominate and go through to the next round as they break through. And here is the hammer. First touch at Onisau. Second try in Vancouver.
Meanwhile, Fiji defeated Spain 45 points to 5 in its opening pool match. Fiji-born Crusaders winger Manasa Matayele scored a try, but was not enough for his side as they lost 29-19 to the Hurricanes. This means the Crusaders haven't won in Wellington since 2012 and suffered their 5th successive defeat in the capital of New Zealand. Murphy Taramai went over after the final hooter to give the Blues a shock 38-35 win over the Lions in a 10-try thriller this morning. It marks the New Zealand side's first win of 2018. The Reds made it back-to-back wins for the first time since 2014 as they prevailed 20 points to 14 against the Bulls. Here are the highlights. Defending Coca-Cola Games boys champion Natambua High School is looking forward to another year of impressive outing at the annual athletics meet next month. The Western Giants won the Lautoka Zone's boys division title, while Jasper Williams High School was crowned the girls champion for the 5th year in a row. Vashnil Prasad reports.
It was an exciting weekend of athletics in the West as Lautoka hosted his zonal meet in Chechal Park. The boys from Natambua proved to be the strongest of all, sealing the title with 41 goals and setting the platform ahead of the annual meet.
We believe that we'll lift our performance to another notch this year. We are positive that we will improve further in the coming weeks before the Kokolo Games.
The zone officials were also impressed with the turnout during the two-day event. They hope Natambua and Lautoka Zone Girls Champion Jasper will dominate this year.
Records had been broken yesterday. I think 3 records were broken yesterday. Preparations have been underway by all the schools. Firstly, I'd like to thank City Council for allowing all the schools in the Lautoka Zone to come and use their parks from 8 to 5. That was FOC free of charge.
The Coca-Cola Games will be held from the 19th to the 21st of next month at Suva's ANZ Stadium. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Vodafone Fiji Mbati star Suliasi Vunivalu was in his best for the Melbourne Storm in the NRL clash against the Bulldogs. Vunivalu nailed the final try in his side's 36-18 win over Marcelo Montoya's Bulldogs. Around 40 participants will compete in a foot race that will cover more than 200 kilometers over 5 days. The Vodafone Lost Island Ultra Marathon was launched by Tourism Minister Fayaz Koya in Suva today, adding this will be an exciting foot race. Vashnil Prasad reports.
The stage is all set for the first ever Lost Island Ultra Marathon next month.
It will be open to the public, and I encourage us all to join the runners on this particular day. This also provides you the opportunity to visit one of Fiji's national archaeological sites.
38 overseas runners will be participating in the event, as well as Petro Manoa, Fiji's lone male representative. Manoa says he's ready for the challenge that lies ahead.
It will be a little bit different because you'll be running for a few days and it involves a leg most of the time. But yeah, we are really looking forward to that.
Fiji's lone female representative Anna Cowley is calling on more women to be part of the competition in the future.
I'm also really proud to showcase what the women of Fiji can do and to encourage the women and girls to get out there and to move.
The marathon begins on April 2nd to the 8th. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Cloudy conditions with showers was experienced over the western Viti Levu. Fine weather apart from isolated thunderstorms with heavy falls developing in the afternoon and evening elsewhere. Now in the west, cloudy conditions throughout Singatoka to Nandi, Lautoka and Ba, recording the highest temperature in the west at 32 degrees. Well, however, it was all sun eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva. Suva was at an all-time sweltering 33 degrees. Up north, fine weather prevailed in Lambasa, despite some cloudy conditions experienced in Namawalu and Savasavu. At sea, northerly winds 15 to 20 knots, winds becoming easterly from tomorrow, moderate to rough seas, poor visibility in areas of heavy showers and thunderstorms. For the tides, high tide will be at 2:02 a.m. with low tide at 8:45 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:08. Now for tomorrow, you can expect cloudy conditions in the west and the northern division with some rain forecast for Suva and Nosori. Tomorrow's temperature, Suva will be the hottest at 32 degrees. Now the further outlook, cloudy periods with brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Elsewhere, isolated afternoon or evening showers and thunderstorms with heavy falls is expected. Recapping the main stories, Fiji qualifies for Cup quarters in Vancouver Sevens. Health Ministry launches investigation into Nandi Hospital, and childhood cancer claims 15 lives under 12. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM to our poll question. This week we're asking, should an international standard facility be built in Fiji to host big sporting events? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकू रेकी रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची एफएम सुनती हूँ। मिर्ची एफएम इज नंबर 1, इट्स सो हॉट।
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची एफएम सुनो अच्छा लगे। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट।
हाय, मैं संध्या नारिया रेकी से, मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची एफएम सुनते हैं। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट, आई लव मिर्ची एफएम।
हमें स्पिन टोटो ताबुआ के मिर्ची एफएम में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे।
Mirchi FM, it's hot.